So Miss Jesy Nelson may be the hottest topic of the week, but has her solo career already reached its peak? Let's discuss. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here. Hope you all are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. I wanted to come to you guys today and talk about this whole entire Jesy Nelson situation. Now, I honestly didn't think I would ever talk about them on my channel because she came from this group by the name of Little Mix. And if you guys don't know who Little Mix is, they are a UK-based group. They had a few hits in the US, but they're primarily based out of the UK. They really came around the same time that Fifth Harmony was put together. I think they were put together back in like 2011. Fifth Harmony was put together in 2012. But both groups were actually put together on the X Factor. They were on the X Factor UK version. All four of them auditioned, and they went ahead and they were formed by Kelly Rowland, who, if you guys don't remember, Kelly Rowland also formed another girl group and abandoned by the name of June's Diary, but that's a whole nother video. But anyways, they were put together by Kelly Rowland on the X Factor UK. And the group members consist of Leanne Pinnock, Perry Edwards, Jay Thirlwall, and Jesy effing Nelson. Now y'all, me personally, I was introduced to Little Mix pretty late in the game. I think somewhere around like 2014, 2015, probably even 2016. They performed on the Wendy Williams show, and that's how I was like, okay, there's another girl group coming out, because that's around the same time Fifth Harmony started to kind of like pop. And they performed their hit song Move on the Wendy Williams show, and I was like, okay, these girls really have it going on. I was really feeling them. The song Move was a great song. They could all dance and sing. They were all talented, all four of them. It was like the new version of the Spice Girls. But then at that same time, they kind of fell off the wayside in the US because that's when Fifth Harmony started to blow up, and they took all the attention off of them, to be honest. And in my opinion, they tried their hardest to get big in the US, but they ended up going back to the UK because that's where the money was. That's where all the support was. Like, the UK and basically all of Europe really supported them and loved them and cherished them, so they just went to the UK. Fifth Harmony took over the US territory up until they broke up. Little Mix, I will say, for the most part, as a girl group, as a group in general, they had a great run. They were together for over 10 years. Like, that is a long run. Like, for a group to be together for 10 years consistently, that is very rare, especially during these days of social media when there's like a lot of infighting within the group, a lot of the members getting jealous of each other, a lot of people praising one member over the other. Like, that usually leads to groups breaking up. So for the most part, Little Mix had a great run. And that leads me to the reason why Jesy Nelson left the group. Now, per her words, she said that she, like I said, got a little jealous of the other members. Like, people were praising the other members over her. Like, she had like a whole eating disorder going on. They kept on calling her and judging her about her weight and her looks. And Little Mix, now I skipped over this, but Little Mix actually kind of popped back on the scene to me back in, I want to say 2019, when they came out with the Nicki Minaj song, Women Like Me. Nicki Minaj really helped those girls come back to the US and have a top charting song, which it was a great song. But I'll never forget watching that video and just looking at the girls and realizing they look completely different from the way they were introduced to me. Now, granted, some time had passed since the last time I saw them, but Jesy in particular looked like a completely different person. She looked like a Bratz doll, kind of like basically the aesthetic that all the girls are getting. Like, everybody's getting the lip injections, you know, the fillers, everybody's getting the BBLs, like the breast augmentation. Like, it's all normal now. It's all normalized. Like, being a Bratz doll in today's day and age, like, that's the overall aesthetic that the girls go for. And all of them look like they got work done, but Jesy looked like she got the most done out of all of them. But like I said, all that plastic surgery and all of the eating disorders that she had, like, she said that she legit starved herself. Being in the group just wasn't good for her mental health, and that's why she wanted to go ahead and call it quits on the group. But real talk, y'all, she quit the group because she wanted to go solo. Like, that's just what it is. She wanted to go solo. Now, a lot of people are like mad at her, and her group members are mad at her because she decided to go solo. But in my personal opinion, y'all were together for 10 years. Like, at some point, somebody's gonna want to go off and do their own thing. Like, groups do not last forever, and 10 year tenure of a group, that is a huge accomplishment. Like, I don't understand why. Well, I mean, I could kind of understand why they were mad at her because it was like the way she did it. It's like she presented as like, oh my God, it was so bad for my mental health. But yet you going solo is good for your mental health as well when you're going to be even more scrutinized since they're not going to be like there to be on the stage with you. They're not going to be shooting in the gym with you. You're going to be doing everything by yourself. You're going to be in the spotlight and you're going to have even a bigger magnifying glass over you. So I don't understand how that's going to be conducive to your mental health in the same capacity that being in a group was. But overall, I'm not faulting her for wanting to go solo because it's like, okay, we did this, we had a good run. Let me see what I can do on my own and let me see if I can become even a bigger star than what I was in this group. So for that, I don't fault Jesy Nelson. Now, where I do fault her at is her actually blocking her group mates. Now, you guys, it was alleged that Leanne revealed to a big Little Mix fan, somebody that follows them and like really like supports them and I think does videos on them, either on TikTok or YouTube, one of the two. Leanne DM'd this fan and basically told this fan to not make a dancing video to Jesy Nelson's song, which I'm about to talk about, but to go ahead and talk about her blackfishing, which leads me to the fact that Jessie, her overall aesthetic is what all of these girls in music and all of these influencers, these white female influencers are trying to achieve. They want like darker tan skin, they want bigger lips, they want long hair. They overall want that Barbie aesthetic mixed in with some blackness, mixed in with all of these white girls are trying to achieve what basically Northwest is going to look like when she becomes like 18, 21, 22, however. That's what these white girls, these white influencers want to look like. Now, I'm probably going to do a whole entire video on blackfishing, but Leanne also explained in those DMs that Jessie blocked every single one of the group members. Now, that's where I have fault at her doing that because per their words, all four of them were best friends. Like, there was no ill will between any of them. So it's like you go solo and then you block each and every one of these girls and it's like, for what? And I think even two of her group members had children too that she didn't even come around and see or congratulate them on. So it's just like, Jessie, you're a little foul on that. Like, that's a little shady moving. Another thing I fault Jessie on is her debut music video, her debut solo hit, if you want to call it a hit, called Boys. Now, y'all, this song, if you haven't heard it already, it is sampling P. Diddy's Bad Boys for Life song. Like, y'all, we're gonna get enough of these samples. Now, I understand the easiest way to kind of like pop is to sample a hit song from the 90s or the early 2000s, but can we come with some originality? Like, can we, especially when you're doing like a debut, like solo single, like can we make our own beats? Can we make our own lyrics? Like, can we, like, I'm going on a tangent already, but overall, y'all, back to blackfishing. Jesy Nelson just took nothing but black culture, everything about black culture, and just popped it into her whole entire music video. Black US culture, for that matter. She had everybody wearing grills, she had everybody wearing basketball shorts, wife beaters, everybody on like lowrider bicycles, just dancing, twerking, shaking ass in the pool, like everything that a person from the UK would equate to a black American, basically. Like, that's what it was. Now, and then the vocals on top of that, like, now, in my personal opinion, UK singers are better singers than American singers. I don't know what it is about people from the UK, but their voices, they just have the vocal range and like a huge amount of vocal ability to, like, I don't know what it is with their voices, but they just sing better than us. Like, I just gotta keep it real. They sing a lot better than us. I don't know if it's because they have like a proper, like a more proper English voice, like they're the original English voice, and technically we speak nothing but slang over here, but whatever. I don't know what it is, but UK singers sing better than American singers. It just is what it is. However, she sounded like Tinkerbell to me. Like, she sounded like a pixie fairy. Like, it was just like, you can't stop me, no way. You can't stop right now. Something. I like Bad Boys for Life. Like, that's what she sounded like. I was just like, okay, girl. But I will say, Nicki Minaj's feature, Nicki is the feature queen. Nicki's whole entire verse, that hit, and in my opinion, carried the whole entire song. And also, now this is off topic, but if you see Diddy, he made a cameo in the music video, and I was like, now y'all, the last time I saw Diddy during the pandemic, he looked his actual age. Like, he had gray hair, he just looked old and disheveled. And now he looks like he has aged backwards almost 20 years. Like, he looked legit like 33 years old. Like, are we not going to question this? Like, does the Illuminati have like a time machine, or is that whole entire adrenochrome thing that they talk about the elite having control over? Like, I was looking at Diddy like, but it is what it is, y'all. But bringing it back to Nicki Minaj is facing backlash for defending Jesy Nelson, which, of course, Nicki is going to defend Jesy Nelson because at the end of the day, Nicki wants the song to pop. Like, let's keep it real. Now, at first, before I heard what Nicki said, I was just like, Nicki, like, once again, you just don't know how to keep your mouth shut. Like, you always have to speak out about something that doesn't really fully involve you. Like, this is between Jesy Nelson and Leanne, two group members. Like, it has nothing to do with you. However, Nicki defending Jesy Nelson, I can understand why people got mad at Nicki because it's the optics of the situation, because you have this whole entire white girl doing like performative blackness, and here you are once again being problematic defending her, when in reality what Nicki said was right. Leanne, like I said earlier, DM'd a fan trying to get this fan to make a video about Jesy Nelson and doing basically like Jesy Nelson doing blackfishing, and it's like, Jesy has been dressing and acting and looking the way that she has this whole entire time. And it's like, Leanne, now you want to say something? Like, now you want to speak up and say that this girl is blackfishing when she's been doing it for like over like the past 6 years that you guys have been in a group with each other? Like, it kind of made Leanne look a little suspect, in my opinion.
Take them text messages and shove it up your fucking ass. Because when you do clown shit, I gotta treat you and talk to you like you a clown. Don't have to come out and try to ruin anyone. Let her enjoy this time. If you was in this woman's group and you ain't talk about this shit for 10 years, and as soon as you see she got a video come out with Nicki Minaj and Puffy, now you sending the stations text messages and all this shit. Print them text messages out. Bust your ass open and shove it up your motherfucking ass. Okay? And stop trying to hurt people and kill people's lives and career. This is the way people feed their families. Stop. If you want a solo career, baby girl, just say that. You can go out and put your own music. We're going to support you and love you. That's it. You don't have to attack someone else. If that's how you felt, why would you keep keying with her and being in the videos with her for 10 years? Now, all of a sudden, she's not in a video with you. You have some negative, evil thing to do and say? Stop.
And I also will say, Nicki brought up a good point. Like, you guys were getting the bag together for the past 10 years, and now that Jesy wants to go off and do her own thing, now you have a problem because you're not getting the bag anymore. And let's keep it real. For all of Little Mix, this is the most publicity they have ever gotten in the U.S. And I think now is the time for Leanne to probably go branch off and do her own thing as well. But I feel bad for Leanne because in the UK, let's keep it real, they don't want the black girls to pop. They do not want the black girls to be a representation for the UK. The UK wants nothing but white skin to represent them. Like, no matter how progressive you guys may think the UK is, that's where the colonizers came from. Like, we got to keep it real. Like, that's where it all started. So the racism in the UK it runs deep, almost as deep as the US, probably even deeper than that. They're just more polite about their racism. Now, Leanne made a video talking about the struggles that she faced being the only black member in Little Mix, and it kind of equated to Normani's also struggle that she faced being the only black member in Fifth Harmony. So I sympathized with her, and then I went back in the memory banks, and I remember all the black female artists that did not pop in the UK. They were all immensely talented and could have really been that girl, but somehow their career just got suppressed to where they all just gave up and didn't even continue pursuing music. Like, I remember girls like Samantha Mumba, Leona Lewis, Cleopatra Coming At Y'all, that one group Mystique. All of them had hits and really popped in the US, but for some reason, the UK didn't back them, and then they just fell off in the US to where their career didn't even exist anymore. So I get how Leanne will feel some type of way with the fact that she needed her white counterparts in her group in order for her to have a career in music, and she probably feels defeated, like she won't get supported or she won't get the backing like Jesy Nelson has. Like, Jesy Nelson is the white girl that came on and is appropriating black culture and regurgitating it to us, and that's really what the industry wants. They want a white girl to be basically what a black girl is. Like, they want a white girl to pop and dance and sing and have a black aesthetic without actually having like a black ethnicity, like a black genotype. Like, they want us, but they don't want us. That's what it is. They want everything we represent, but they want it represented in white skin. And that's what Jesy Nelson is. And that may be the one ticket and the one reason why she pops in the US, because that's literally what she's serving up to us. But it is what it is, y'all. Time will tell if Jesy Nelson's career prospers in the US. She's under the same label as Nicki Minaj, so they're really going to put the machine behind her. I mean, they already have. I mean, having both Nicki Minaj and Diddy is a big cosign in your music video, your debut music video. Even though the song is pretty mediocre in my opinion, it will get some play. But like I said, I hope Jesy Nelson and Little Mix can get it together, because at the end of the day, these were your best friends, and you guys have been riding together and grinding it out this whole entire time. And for you to just play the rest of the girls' dust like that, it's just very problematic. And you blackfishing and trying to get everybody to get behind you, which maybe not the black community, but white people are going to get behind her for sure. But y'all, time will tell. I question where music in the industry is going, where we're uplifting mediocrity just because it acts like a black person, and we have black people that could really like play the part, but yet they have to play background to their white counterparts. It's just a damn shame, y'all. It's just a true goddamn shame. But those are my views on the whole entire situation. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to come at you guys with some more content.